Hot like 100. Hello, 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 hello.
Loading, strap with the lyrics like I'm bowling. Pushing on, keep rolling. And when I listen, but I told him one more time. Your favorite MC's bronze or silver. These raps here are golden. Cards on the table, there's no folders. Spit bars at the club, zoning. TikTok come to London, get ripped off. Man get pissed off when I start lift off. Sweet like flavors, cookie and biscuit. Planted, yeah, the bars I get ripped off. Picked up my song, yo, every time I tripped up. Little petty trending the big rock. Yeah, my G's do everything mix up. Full circle, that everybody linked up. That's irrelevant, memory like an elephant. Keep your heart beating, know that it's elegant. Get mad but always benevolent. Always moving up, just leveling. Constantly telling them rhyming, bridging. Cycle through these streets, I'm pedaling. Hibernating them bombs, she's back again. Oh, cause a little fire on the track again. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon. Yeah, if you want buff, we can go psycho. Head to head, bout to bout, and I'm icon. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon.
Hot like 100. Hello, 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 hello.
Loading, strap with the lyrics like I'm bowling. Pushing on, keep rolling. And when I listen, but I told him one more time. Your favorite MC's bronze or silver. These raps here are golden. Cards on the table, there's no folders. Spit bars at the club, zoning. TikTok come to London, get ripped off. Man get pissed off when I start lift off. Sweet like flavors, cookie and biscuit. Planted, yeah, the bars I get ripped off. Picked up my song, yo, every time I tripped up. Little petty trending the big rock. Yeah, my G's do everything mix up. Full circle, that everybody linked up. That's irrelevant, memory like an elephant. Keep your heart beating, know that it's elegant. Get mad but always benevolent. Always moving up, just leveling. Constantly telling them rhyming, bridging. Cycle through these streets, I'm pedaling. Hibernating them bombs, she's back again. Oh, cause a little fire on the track again. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon. Yeah, if you want buff, we can go psycho. Head to head, bout to bout, and I'm icon. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon.
Hot like 100. Hello, 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 hello.
Loading, strap with the lyrics like I'm bowling. Pushing on, keep rolling. And when I listen, but I told him one more time. Your favorite MC's bronze or silver. These raps here are golden. Cards on the table, there's no folders. Spit bars at the club, zoning. TikTok come to London, get ripped off. Man get pissed off when I start lift off. Sweet like flavors, cookie and biscuit. Planted, yeah, the bars I get ripped off. Picked up my song, yo, every time I tripped up. Little petty trending the big rock. Yeah, my G's do everything mix up. Full circle, that everybody linked up. That's irrelevant, memory like an elephant. Keep your heart beating, know that it's elegant. Get mad but always benevolent. Always moving up, just leveling. Constantly telling them rhyming, bridging. Cycle through these streets, I'm pedaling. Hibernating them bombs, she's back again. Oh, cause a little fire on the track again. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon. Yeah, if you want buff, we can go psycho. Head to head, bout to bout, and I'm icon. Turn the music up, vibe like an icon.
What up, CSGs?
CMB. CMB. Man, we all we got.
Man. What's happening, everybody? Appreciate you for joining us over here at the Chop Shop live stream post game reactions. Well. Look like Big B was right, huh? He won the bet. He won the bet. He said we should have got Harden, but y'all know what it is, man. Hit that like button. Appreciate everybody for joining us. Let's get it popping. Well, I think we just got out talented again. Basically, they got three-headed monster. We don't. We just don't. We ain't got the talent to sustain the level of play that we need to beat these guys. They done beat us, 19 out of the last 20 games. It's crazy. We can't beat the Clippers. We cannot beat the Clippers to save our lives. That's weird. That's super weird. We haven't beat these guys in a while. Man. But it was a good game, you know. It was a good game. Just got outclassed. Yep, Sig, I agree. They got elite veterans. This is when you have elite veterans compared to, you know, I wouldn't say rebuilding, but not a full team that's actually been together for a long time. Still finding their way through the darkness, trying to look for the light. And at the end, it's just the wheels fall off. I hate losing games like this. Like right at the end, we couldn't do nothing right in the last like 5 minutes of the fourth quarter. Nothing right. We couldn't do nothing right. They did everything right. We couldn't do nothing right. Then we just started fouling and picking up crazy fouls, turning the ball over. You know, same old. When we lose games. How many games have we lost like within 5 points? Fake comebacks, the whole nine. And we always end up losing by like 5 points, 2 possessions, maybe 6 points. And it's frustrating. Cam was great. I actually think that Udoka pulled him out too early and then put him back too late. Put him back in the game too late. Within that stretch, they went on a run. Cam was balling. Şengün was decent. Jabari had a good game. Fred VanVleet, he wasn't bad, but he was alright. Dylan actually kind of showed up, but it was just too little. We just don't have the necessary guys to beat teams that stacked like that. Not yet. Maybe 2 years from now, people will be saying the same thing about us. Hopefully, if our young guys pan out, people gonna be like, man, we just got out talented by the Rockets. Hopefully, that is the outcome. I'm not too upset about this game because we did play a good game. Holiday, Tate, Londell, I think they got too many minutes. He should have shortened up this rotation. I know it's a back-to-back, but at this point of the season, what do you got to lose? What do we got to lose at this point of the season? We got to win every game. We got, 19 games left? 19 games left when we like 7 games out of the play-in. 7 to 8 games out of the play-in. What do we got to lose? Shorten up the rotation. You know by this time of the season, you know who's good at what and who's not. Play the guys that's gonna get you a win, or play the guys that's gonna get you the most, exception to win. Play them. What we holding back for next season? They got all summer to rest up. Look like it's going to be a long summer too, a long early summer. Same as the last 3 years. Team got hard though. I can't lie. Team got hard. Udoka is establishing the culture, that we're going to be in every game. But it's like a false sense of hope. It's almost like fool's gold because at the end of the day, we know pretty much our talent is going to run out. First half, I'm not going to lie, the Clippers had some good looks. They was just shooting terrible. We get up by 20 on them and then methodically keeping at it, chopping wood, they cut us down. Methodically, they just chopped at the way at the lead, and then eventually they took it over, and we didn't get it. Well, I think we did end up getting it back, but not for too long. Started fouling harder on 3-point attempts. Could this be a Udoka loss? Nah, I wouldn't say that. I just think maybe it's a, you got scheduled losses during the season. Could be a scheduled loss. Back to back against the Clippers. A team that's playing damn good. Just couldn't keep up with them. Couldn't sustain the momentum all the way through the whole game. And 20-point leads around in this new era of basketball, it's not safe. It's not safe. Too many possessions that can go. Too much 3-point shooting. 20-point leads ain't safe no more. Back in the 90s, almost, you get up 20 points, it's pretty much a wrap. It's pretty much a wrap. Wasn't a bad game, though. All in all, wasn't a bad game. So don't get me wrong. I'm not like being a negative Nancy, but we ran out of talent and experience. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't a bad game for the most part. Just, we need a closer. We need to hit free throws when it's crunch time. Fred VanVleet, he came up. He was trying to do a little okie doke. He tried to shoot those last 2 free throws for Şengün, and I wish he did because he missed both of them. I was like, nah, Şengün. We needed them 2 free throws. It would have put us back up close to 1. I think they was up 3. Would have came close to 1. It probably would have gave us a little bit more momentum. It is what it is. It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. This team just not as good as we thought. The first month of the season was we was playing above our heads. Yeah, Jalen Johnson, ringleader, free throws. Space, how do you lunch already? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, you tsunami? How do I question lunch already? He did so many streams when we had L's. Yeah, man, I mean, more than half of the season been L's, Kurt. More than half of the season been L's, bro. If I only did them when we win, you wouldn't even see me half the time. You wouldn't even see me half the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Let me get to these stats real quick. Let me pull them up for y'all. I have a point. Yeah, y'all wouldn't even know I'm here half the time if I ain't do them after L's. It was a silent game. You know what I'm saying? Kurt didn't exist in 2020. Ooh. Yeah, Kurt been here since he remembered the silence era. But I had a different work schedule, had a different job. So I was home earlier. You know what I'm saying? I was home earlier, so I had time to really prepare this job that I got, this new job. Frank, though, it's pretty demanding of me. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to get to the stats. Appreciate everybody. Hit the like button. Ain't nobody questioning your loyalty, Kurt. I know. I'll just vouch for you, bro. I just vouch for you. Vouch for you, bro. You good, Kurt. You good with me, bro. You good with me. Don't get me wrong. Y'all leave Kurt alone in the chat, man. Kurt been here. Sigga Miggs, yeah, Sigga Miggs a newbie, man. I don't even know who. I just see him in the chat sometimes. Let's see what we're working with. Jabari Smith Jr. 29 minutes, 6 for 11, 4 for 6 from the 3 for 4 from the free throw. He only had 2 rebounds though. That was concerning. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, a negative 20. The lowest plus minus we had was Jabari Smith, but he had 19 points. He was the second leading scorer on the team. He just was out there when the starter sat down. He came back in with the backups. We let them go on run, so that's why his plus minus looked like that. Dylan Brooks played 38 minutes. He was 5 for 10 from the field, 1 for 6 from the 3, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, a negative 11 points. Alp played 42 minutes. He was 10 for 19 from the field. He didn't attempt a 3. He was 3 for 8 from the free throw line. Got to get that up, Alp. 19 rebounds, though. 19 rebounds, 14 assists. Triple-double for Alp. Alp had a triple-double. 19 rebounds, 14 assists, 2 steals, plus 2 with 23 points. And he did this by getting double teamed and everything. On a back-to-back, a triple-double for Alp. Good game for Alp. Fred VanVleet, 39 minutes, 5 for 14. 4 for 9 from 3. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. Negative 1 with 15 points. The mid-range one, he was trying to close. I see what he was doing, though. Fred VanVleet was trying to be the closer, and he was trying to get those mid-ranges that he hit last night, but it seemed like his legs wasn't there. He just wasn't getting enough oof on it. Like he was getting tired. Yeah, he was getting tired. Jalen Green, 32 minutes, 6 for 14, 2 for 6 from the 3, 2 rebounds. No, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 3 turnovers, a plus 2 with 15 points. Allman Thompson played 18 minutes. He was 3 for 6 from the field. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, a plus 4 with 6 points. Cam Whitmore off the bench played 24 minutes. He was 7 for 15. 3 for 7 from 3. 2 rebounds, 1 assist. A negative 1 with 17 points. Tate, he came out, did cardio. He ain't even registered nothing. Londell, he came out, made 2 free throws, and he was a negative 8. Aaron Holiday, he came out. He had a couple of threes. 8 minutes, 2 for 3 from the field, 2 for 3 from the 3-point line. 1 rebound, 2 assists, a plus 7 with 6 points. Yeah. Tate came and did cardio, Kurt, you see why we don't play Tate? Kurt, do you see why we don't play Tate? You see it. You see it, bro. For real. Nah, but all in all, man, we didn't get much from the bench. That's a problem too. We didn't get much from our bench besides Cam. Allman Thompson, he was, he had an eye game. He was playing some good defense. Tate stood his ground. Oh man, I thought it usually be third coast alliance out here capping for Tate, man, but Kurt caving for him too. Kurt out here capping for him too. But all in all, man, I don't have no revelation that we just got. Don't have a closer. Too many turnovers down the stretch. Playing a veteran-heavy team that have those type of guys. The wings, the necessary wings. Talent ran out. That's it. That's my motto of the game. Talent ran out. We just ran out of talent. They have a little bit more talent than we got. Udoka, like I said, he could have kept Cam in a little bit longer and brought him back a little bit sooner. He took him out too early, left him out too long. You know what I'm saying? He was out there scrapping though. Like, our team, man, I ain't gonna lie. I like the makeup of our team as far as like the attitude of them, how they grit and grind, and how they be in the games. But the finishing, the closer, who's gonna be the closer? You know, who's gonna be that closer for us? So that's all I pretty much got, bro. Talent ran out. Y'all can come up and tell me how y'all feel. Come up and holler at your boy Space. Come up and holler at your boy Space. Your boy Space in the place. The Rockets not gonna win no race. Nah, man, you know. Make me bust out an old freestyle. Nah, I'm bull. I'm tripping. Come on, man. Come up and holler at us. Come up and holler at us. Holler at the chop shop. There go the link. Hit the link. Come on up. Chop it up with your boy Space, man. Let me know. Let me know how y'all feel. Let me know how y'all feel. Got some tracks for you. Yeah, wow. Oh, that link you sent me in the what's the, I can't open it for some reason. In the when you that email, I don't know why I can't open it. It keeps sending me like some crazy, some error or something. I don't know. I don't know if it's on my end or what. Kurt, what's good, Kurt?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, bro. How you doing, fool? Talk to me.
It's a tough loss. That's all I'm gonna say. We fought hard like throughout the first 3 quarters. I was pretty impressed with how it all panned out. But well, pretty much as soon as I saw like our starting lineup right matched up against theirs, I knew we were gonna be a much smaller team. As soon as I saw like Fred VanVleet guarding Harden, I knew something's not right. So I think Ime should really have switched up the lineup, perhaps started Amin Thompson over Freddie, or do something like putting Jabari Smith at the 3 and maybe cooking some up, like starting Lando at the 4 and Shingun at the 5, something like that. Give us more size. I think that would have benefited us this game.
You wanted Lando to start, bro?
I'm just saying, make us bigger, right? A bigger team would have, Lando did show up like the past few games, and I think he does deserve a chance. But anyways, I need to talk about Tate because people have been hating on Tate again, disrespecting him really, because Ime played Tate for one reason, and it was to guard Kawhi Leonard. And I think he stood his ground. He really stopped Kawhi from getting hot. There were a couple possessions where, really just locked him up. That's what I saw, and I don't know why y'all are disagreeing. Maybe I was just watching another game then. But anyways, I think more Tate minutes would have been great.
You really okay.
Tate should have even guarded Harden. I know y'all would remind me of the time Tate, fouled Harden at the end. Was that 3-pointer? But no, Tate's an all-time great defender.
An all-time great defender, Kurt. Kurt, why you gassing up here, bro? An all-time great defender.
Okay. I just don't think the Rockets play him the right way on defense, But yeah, he has great potential. I think we all see that. We just don't want to admit that because
29.
Because he's like a vet.
I don't think he got potential no more. He like 29.
29 is not like, come on now. LeBron's 40. He got 10 more years in him, bro.
Bro, he's not LeBron. Dude would never be LeBron. Even in his dreams, when he dream about hooping, he's not LeBron.
His play style, it does seem like he would be in the league for a while. Like the Draymond Green type of game. Draymond would be in the league for another 10 years, I think. But yeah.
But I mean, Kurt, I give you that he's scrappy, he hustles, but you all-time great defender, and you compare them to LeBron, Kurt. I think you trolling. See, this is why people think you be trolling half the time, Kurt. You'll make some good points and then you say stuff like that.
I think y'all just letting your feelings get to like just, whatever y'all saying.
What about our eye test? What we seeing?
Well, my eye test is saying something different.
Your eye test say something different.
I don't wear glasses too. Like I got perfect vision.
Oh, so you capping on because I wear glasses, Kurt?
No, nothing personal there, but I'm just pointing out some of my observations.
Oh man, Kurt, I hear you though. I mean, some of us, we got our weak spots. You know what I'm saying? Blind spots for some people. He did. I'm gonna just give you but he just wasn't gonna be like the deciding factor of us winning and losing this game.
Of course not. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, Kurt. What else you seen, Kurt?
Yeah, and again, I just want to reinforce my point that we need to go bigger for sure. Because Jabari's not good at guarding the bigger guys.
Yeah.
Because he's thin, he gets bumped around, just like how Wemby was last night. Jabari should really be a 3, and whether that be Landale or Jeff Green, should go at the 4, or we can put Şengün at the 4. Get us a big center. I don't know, whoever that is. Yeah.
I guess they hoping it's gonna be Steven Adams.
Oh yeah, next year for sure. Şengün and Steven Adams, that'll be deadly.
So what you gonna do about your spacing, Kurt?
Spacing.
They both got to be in the paint to be effective. Both of them.
I think it's the game today it's all about chemistry. It's never about spacing. It's all about getting that connection. That it's just a game between Jalen Green and Şengün, and you don't gotta care about the rest of the players. They just play their roles. They don't gotta space out. I think that's just the way the game is going these days.
Okay, Kurt.
2-man game, yeah. Sorry, yeah, I've been talking way too long.
No, you haven't been talking long. You haven't been really talking long. It's just how you talking. Some of the things you saying. It's like, kind of. I know. We all. It's not like a monolith. We all don't think alike, Kurt. You know what I'm saying? I give you that. We all don't think alike. So I can't just say you wrong in the way you thinking, but I can say you not right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing with you, Kurt.
That does not make sense. I'm sorry.
I was just playing with you, bro. I'm just playing with you, man. You know I gotta mess with you, Kurt.
Yep, I get that.
Nah, but hang around a little bit, man. I got my boy Frank in there. What's up, Frank?
What's good, bro? Can you hear me?
You a little low.
How about now?
Yeah, you sound better.
Is it better? Yeah. Yeah, man. Tough loss, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That was we was up at 20.
20.
So I thought we would at least win a close game, but the game just fell off the face of the earth in that fourth quarter, and Harden and Kawhi went to work, and we just didn't have enough offense, reliable offense down the stretch to really counter that. And I think that's like a good. Anytime we play these really good teams, the Bostons, the Clippers, and I'll be curious to see if we play Denver now, how we fare against them with everybody when they're healthy. But usually they got like 2 or 3 guys that can close, and I think that's where we just don't have no like just guys to go to down the stretch. I think that's the issue right now.
Yeah, basically that's what I was saying, bro. And it's the way they closed. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't doing nothing extravagant. It's just Kawhi on the elbow, Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? Them for show buckets. Sort of like how CP3. Fred did it last game. I think he was trying to do it this game. His shot just wasn't falling from the mid range this game, but those buckets are worth so much. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully Jabari can be that guy that's gonna get us for sure twos, on the elbows and all that in the near future. But it's just the way that they just methodically chopped us down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they did it in different ways. Harden did it more with his brain, and whatever adjustment we made, he just got it to. And they got really good shoot. I mean, that's a well-built team. So let's not feel too bad. I mean, they are a machine. Like, there's so many mismatches. They were hunting Fred. They were hunting Jabari. They were hunting our screen defense, trying to get Şengün into action. And when we trap, the weak side would be Jalen Green or somebody like that. And, we know he ain't going to play that good. So it's like we really don't have the personnel to guard a Clippers team right now. You need guys like Tari Eason in there, Amen Thompson.
Yeah.
You feel me? You need some rangy guys that can cover ground, can contest with length. They can play isolation defense. Because if you're going to trap the pick and roll, and that's what you got to do with James Harden, you cannot leave him ISO. We've seen what he does when you leave him go one-on-one. So you try to get the ball out of his hands. But more than likely, that pass is going to be a good play. You're either going to get the lob or he's going to kick it to the corner. And if you ain't got the length to do it, then he going to pick you apart, bro. He's just good, bro. They got like, 3 or 4 Hall of Famers on that team, bro?
Yeah.
It just shows you like the levels that we got to get to. But Şengün balled out. To me, like, just I'm lost for words at what I'm seeing from him at this point. Like, you see every list ESPN or StatMuse put out, it got Shaq, Jordan, Hakeem on there, and I think people think this is normal. I'm gonna keep saying this. Y'all gonna think you can call me whatever you want. This is not normal, guys. What you're watching is not normal for a player his age, for any damn player. Honestly, there's not a lot of players in the NBA that could put up a stat line he just put up tonight. I said the same thing last night. Right now, I don't care what age they are. There's not a guys that can go out there and give you 20, damn near 20, 20, 15. So it's a rare combination. I think Stone just got to put his big boy pants on and start building a roster because, to me, you've seen what you need to see. It's time to make some moves. Let's start getting some guys in the building that could actually help us win these games. Because I feel like if you got Kawhi and Paul George double teaming you, then you're doing something. Last time I seen that was James Harden when he was averaging 30. That's the last time I seen those two elite defenders having a double team of players. You know how much pride Ty Lue and the Clippers taking playing defense and switching 1 through 5 and guarding. When
Right.
they got to double team somebody, bro, it's like, all right, man, this is something they talked about. And you heard Doris Burke and whatever brother name is keep talking about it throughout the game. This is what I've been telling y'all on the channel. Like, the gravity is serious. When you put shooters, let's get some movement shooting. The pressure that you putting on them defenses, they got to pick. Either he gonna drop 40 on your center head like he did against Wemby, or it's gonna be raining threes all night long on your team. We haven't got there yet though, so we can't really talk. Like, we ain't. That's on Stone though. That's his job to see that and say, I have this piece. How do I supplement it with better players, internal development for my young guys? Some guys don't need to be starting next year if we're trying to make the playoffs outright. Let's just keep it a buck. And that's both for Jalen and Jabari. Like, if there's better players on the roster, or they sign and bring in other players that are just flat out better than them, you just put them in, and they can learn and they can compete. And if they're not better than who you bring in, then that's what it is. But I don't think this development stuff, I can almost guarantee y'all, is probably stopping this summer. I don't think Ime Udoka is going to be doing all this next year, because there's one thing to say you're going to give up a year of not making the playoffs, being a lottery team, but I don't think that they're going to do it 2 years in a row and go a fifth year in the lottery. So I think we've seen enough, honestly. I got, for me, obviously, I got enough data points for most of our players, what they need to work on. And then I kind of know in my mind what the Rockets need. And it's, once again, a big man and shooting. We've been saying that since damn near May of 23. And it ain't gonna change going into May of 24, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, preach it to the choir. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really preach it to the choir, because even if they bring in new guys, and Jalen and Jabari have to go to the bench, or whoever got to go to the bench, that just bolsters our bench, because we seen them actually compete as starters. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just gonna bolster our bench, and we next year is time out. Like, I'm going into the mindset, and I'm hoping they going into the mindset of next year's whatever moves we got to make to be actual competitors. I'm not talking about championship competitors, but playoff, like almost a guarantee. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if we don't make the playoffs next year, then it's gonna be a failure. This year we made the playoffs, and it was gonna be a win. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if we need to bring the guys in that, like, if we haven't just barely get into the playoffs, we're gonna be disappointed, because it's gonna be so much talent on this team, and the piece is gonna fit to where the expectations we had for this year will be reasonable for next year. Like, actually have reasons to believe, oh yeah, we can be a 6th seed, or we can be a 4th seed, or however crazy stuff we was talking earlier. Not us, because we was trying to forewarn them, but some of the people on the chat, in the chat and stuff, saying, oh, 6th seed, 4th seed, this and that. Next year, you know what I'm saying? Next year, once we get the right group of guys, then that'll be a healthy expectation.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. And yeah, I mean, at some point, bro, you gotta, what they say, you either gotta take a shit or get off the toilet, bro. Like next year will be year 5 of the rebuild. Like, we going on half a decade, bro. Next year is the 5th year, bro. Like, if you start, you're tiptoeing into some bad company when you get that far out into the lottery. When you 4 or 5 years in, bro, it's easy to keep kicking a can down the road as a fan base too, saying, well, yeah, year 5, year 6, that's what it is. We just gotta wait for a men's class to get to year 3 to get their leap. But we forgetting that damn near Jalen and them gonna be like 6-year vets. So
Yeah.
like, at some point, I think the cutoff is this summer. That's why I keep saying, for Jalen, most important summer for him. You know what I mean? Because he gotta, like, to me, this year he has coming up is gonna solidify his position going forward. Whether he's gonna be a player that's gonna be getting that kind of star perimeter attention, or is he gonna be a player that's getting that Is he off the bench or is he even going to be here going forward? But big summer for him, for Şengün too, because Şengün on the teeter totter of being where he could step into that young star limelight, or he could just be a sensation. I think he got to come in next year and up the game. Can't even stay the same. You got to up it. So big year, he got to go into the off season. But I think he to me, if I've tasted this season, like if I'm him, I've tasted this. I want more, bro. So that's how I'm going into the summer. I want that jump shot, get my conditioning up so I can play, because he played 42 minutes tonight, more minutes than anybody else on the court, because they needed every minute of it. And y'all got to remember, they on the second night of a back-to-back. And dude putting up a damn near 2015 game on the second night of a back-to-back after he dropped 45 the night before. So for him, conditioning, because they're going to need that, bro. That's superstar. We seen James Harden drop 50 on the second night of a back-to-back.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the load you got to carry. So get in there, you know what I mean? The young guys, Jabari, big year for him too. All of that, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we got to do it, bro. And it's crazy when you really look at it in retrospect that it's going to be 5 years. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be 5 years that we've been a bad team. And you usually, for the Rockets, that's almost an anomaly. Because we have been so good for so long. Because we get stretches of 10, 12 years of good basketball. And then when this type of stuff hit, usually it'd be 2 years or so. But we used to be so attractive destination, and we'll make some of the good moves to where it won't be just like this. We wouldn't just have to, break it down to bare bones and start back over to where it's taking longer to get back up that mountain. And this is like a territory that I haven't seen since I was in my teenage years almost. You know what I mean? Like, and it's abnormal for the Rockets to be like this. It's abnormal for us to be in this situation.
It is, bro. This is I think, even this year, you give them a pass just because new coach. I think we should have had a new coach, to me, last year. So this should have been the second year of new coach and to me, that's mistakes like keeping Silas that extra year, bro. To me, that stuff costs you time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To me, that's like those little mistakes like that. Like, we should have got an email Doka in 2022, 2023. And then right now, then you would have been a playoff team, or playing when you brought in that, use your cap space. Because not only would you have been able to get better players in free agency, maybe Brook Lopez would have signed if we weren't the worst team, one of the worst teams in the league last year. But obviously you don't get a Man Thompson and Cam Whitmore, so there's a trade-off there. But is this year you give them a pass because it's a new coach, you got new systems, new players for Fred, everybody. It's like new. So next season, like I said, I think for both the Rockets and the players and the fan base, it's like time to put up or shut up for everybody. And you know what I mean? If they can't get it done, then you got to start looking at what is the common denominator. But some dude in the chat asking if we have no connections to the front office. None at all.
Who said that?
I think Usman Garuba's Stan account. Usman Garuba, I think.
Yeah,
no connection.
I'm back.
Yeah,
no connection to the front office, and neither we don't want connections to the front office. We don't want it because y'all see how the Rockets be punking reported. Like, we ain't with that, bro. That's why we have independence on our team. We can say whatever we want, and nobody gonna email us saying you need to da-da-da. Nah, bro, we don't do that, bro. This the chop shop.
Would we want Garuba to come back, though? Because I think we can really use him.
I mean, I think we passed that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I need real players,
we need
bro.
players,
I need a
bro.
name. Man, we ain't talking about Garuba, bro. Yeah, I was reminiscing about it the other day, but I need NBA players, bro. Dudes that's like give me a name, somebody that's played, bro. Go give me an NBA, a Nas Reed, somebody coming out. Like, we need real players, bro. Like some real solid. Like I don't have to like, oh, he had a good game, then he trashed for like a week. Like I need a guy that's gonna give me what he does on a night to night basis, and I can trust that. I need a shooter that's gonna be a 40% shooter the whole season. They may get, a bad game here or there, but the whole season, what you get is what you get. I need a guard that's gonna make the right reads. But I think ultimately the Rockets' biggest need right now, if we keeping it a buck, is consistent play from Jalen Green or somebody else in that scoring. Like it's hard to win these games where you competing against other teams. Every team got at least a two-man, bro. LeBron and AD, Fox and Sabonis. Steph and Dre. It could be Steph and Clay one night. When they healthy, Embiid and Maxey. You name a team on New York, Brunson and oh boy,
Dame and
every
Giannis.
good team. Yeah, Brown and Tatum, like
Şengün and Jalen.
That don't even sound right.
Give me Kyrie and Luca. Like you gotta have two people that can go get it. We got one right now.
It was literally Şengün and Jalen last night.
Yeah, against the Spurs, bro. But you seen, I said this on the video too. When we play good, like Jalen's thing, he played a decent game. He was for him like it just depends on the team, bro. That's really what it is with him. He just got to get more consistent. That's all it is.
Yeah, bro. Like you can't have just one guy like that guy. You just can't have like that one guy. The league haven't been played with just that one guy in 25 years. You just can't have one superstar like a Hakeem and just fill in the parts. Like that just don't work no more. It's too much talent in the league. These other players are just, combining and trying to become Voltron or whoever you want to say. And if you just got one guy, they got a machine gun and you got a pea shooter. Like, yeah, you might injure one of them, but they gonna rip you apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to get serious. This all I'm saying. It's time to get serious. Yeah, we can, chalk this one up to the last development year. The last development year. And it's probably not gonna be fair to like a Cam Whitmore on the cool. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't here for all these years. But if it means having to sacrifice a guy like that to get a guy in here, like a prominent guy, then it is what it is. Like, draft picks are not only for you to develop and keep them, they're assets. They're assets as well. And if you got to move them to get better, that's why you draft them high. That's why you get the 1, 2, 3 draft, numbers picks, high, low draft picks, because you can actually be able to move them. And we get personally attached to some of these guys, and it blinds us. It blinds our vision on what's really the end goal. The end goal is to be a good basketball team, and actually be able to compete night in and night out. Not because you just like this guy. You know what I'm saying? Not just because you like him. The goal is to get your team better. And if it means making hard decisions to get your team better, then that's what it is. You see some of the best GMs in the league are ruthless. All my gripes about Morey, he treated players as just nothing but an asset. Like, but he get results. You know what I'm saying? He get results wherever he go. Like, you gotta be able to parse them. You can't just be like, oh, I like this guy too much, I shouldn't. No, you work for the team. You don't work for that guy. That guy got an agent. That guy gotta go out. His agent gotta go make his money too. You can't just be a trick at the end of the day. Just because you like him, you gonna just give him money. No, that guy got an agent. Let his agent make his money. You gotta, and if you don't want him, then hey, I gotta do what's best for my team. That's my take on it, bro. Like, it's time to get serious.
Yeah, it is time to get serious, but I don't think we're like missing that guy. Like that, we already do have a 1-2-3 punch, and we just need to develop our Jalen, Shingun, Jabari into those guys. But of course, I think the thing with us right now is we don't have bench depth. You know, like guys aren't playing at the end of the bench, and if we just flip them into some good role players, we're contenders. Like we're not missing a Mikal Bridges type shit. No, we're not. We just need those bench guys.
Well, Kurt, you're not wrong, but once again, back to the reality of the NBA. I was listening to ESPN Radio with John Granado and I think Lance Zierlein today. They said it best. At the end of the day, there's a contractual obligation that's going to come up on the Rockets. So the development, once again, I'm going to keep saying this to y'all, that speaking to infinity about development. You cannot develop a player until they're good. Because just by the structure of the business of the NBA, there's a finite time with which you and that party have to make a decision about the direction you're going with that relationship. That's why I keep emphasizing for Jalen Green, this summer is going to be very important, and how he comes in next year will be able to determine whether what you just said, Kurt, is correct or not. They don't have to develop Jalen Green because they're not going to pay him 30-something million to get developed when they can use that money to get a player that could help them win. And you can't even say right now because it'll be 4 years. The NBA is not that forgiving, bro. That's just how the league is set up. Because, as I said, once again, I'm putting the onus on him to really rectify his value and show that he can be consistent, because that's all it takes for him to become. And Doris Burke pointed it out once again, external observers saying that they got to make a decision about paying Jalen. They said that on ESPN during the game. These are not rumors. I'm just peddling. I'm just telling you facts. If he doesn't come in ready to go next year and be a consistent, they said it though. If y'all was watching the broadcast, they were telling y'all stuff we've been saying for 2 years. If he doesn't come in locked in and be able to hold that position, they got to make that decision, and that may or may not involve him going forward. That's the decision the Rockets front office has to make. So as much as we would all love to, be with the same guys and wait maybe 8 years for them to percolate up, you gotta make that decision, bro. And it's gonna be on the players to do so. You can't fake it. If you're trying to win, you're trying to win, and it's the guys that help you win is who you're gonna give money to. So yeah, it's on Jalen, it's on everybody, it's on Jabari, Şengün. They gotta come in and show that they can win. If not, the team's probably gonna have to replace them. If not, the people that's leaving them in, they're gonna get replaced. It's a business at the end of the day.
Exactly. My boy DJ Generation in the house, the chat boss. What's good, DJ? He just gifted out 5 memberships. Merc One got a membership. Sam Holdsworth got a membership. The Prince 432 got a membership. Sir Con B got a membership. And NS got a membership. Appreciate that, DJ Generation, man. Good looking out. Yep. Kurt, he don't pick who gives the memberships out, bro. They just randomly pick it. It's just something that YouTube do, so.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time, bro. Maybe next time. Yeah, but like I gotta, for my team, I want my team to be good. Like, bottom line, I want my team to be good, bro. And I'm at the point now where I done seen this too much. like I done seen this too much already. The losing, we gonna develop this, we gonna do. I'm tired of having the same conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm tired of just having the same conversations. Could we do this and that, and all we needed was this, and all we needed is that, and all. Stone, his outlook was, I think it was too one-sided. When you start and you look back at it, it was too one-sided. Draft. I know we got to keep money free. That's why we had, $60-some million. But some of these guys, you should have been looking for key guys that NBA quality players that you wouldn't mind just investing a little money in to keep them around until we are actually able to compete. So you won't have all of this on your plate at the same time. He didn't micromanage like he should have. He should have been micromanaging and foreshadowing and foreseeing the outcome that eventually we're going to get these picks, but we're going to need some guys here to teach these guys how to actually play. Like, he should have got some guys that was actually NBA quality and spent an extra $5 or $10 million on them just to keep them here, because they'll already be in play. They'll already be here, already familiar with the team, already building the culture from within. Then all of these young guys coming in and just trying to just figure it out on the fly. Like, if you look back on it in hindsight, all our guys was just out here hanging dry with no type of direction. Nobody there to just try to tell him, no, you don't do this. We had John Wall, but we didn't play him. Like, getting injured guys just to be placeholders. You know what I'm saying? Just to be placeholders and just to free up some money. Bro, you gotta micromanage a rebuild to where if a guy was available, hey, I spend a little extra $10 million, keep him here for 2 years, so when these guys come in here, they'll have somebody to look to. They can slow rollers in. You know what I'm saying? They can still keep us somewhat afloat. But it was all just development. Young guys drafting. Young guys draft. And it just left us high and dry. Now we paying for it in the long run. And we probably still going to be paying for it because our reputation around the league is not good. It's not good. And we see players don't respect Stone as far as they'll renege on. They'll renege on Stone in a minute. They renege on him. Oh yeah, I probably couldn't play Brook Lopez. Nah, I'm gonna just go back over here. They leave him hanging. Oh, we could have did this and we should have did this. We discussed this and we discussed that. Other GMs looking at him like, oh, he fooled. Why should I respect him? He fooled over there. We can just do what we want and offer him anything. He don't know how to negotiate. He don't know how to, and they don't respect Stone. Respected GMs get stuff done. Whether you like it or not. He don't have the relationships with people in other organizations because he haven't been doing it enough and it's something totally brand new to him. So he haven't built up those relationships that Sam Presti, he'll trade with him all day because Sam Presti, he gonna win. You know, they looking at him like a win. They ain't looking at him like a respective GM that, oh, maybe somewhere down the line, I'm going to need Stone to help me out, do this. No, they looking at him like a placeholder. Like, he just there just because they tanking. Once you built a name for yourself and you can actually put together a good squad, and you get respect by your counterparts. Your counterparts is going to let you know how much you are respected. The other GMs look at Stone like he's food. And can't nobody else convince me differently. Can't nobody, because the offers that they make, they don't take them seriously. Oh, we'll talk to Stone for to see what he's talking about. See, if he ain't gonna let us win on him, I ain't gonna even do nothing with him. That's what they looking at him like. And because he don't got no respect in the league. He haven't proven nothing. Got us some memberships from DJ Generation. Another 10 memberships. Go ahead, DJ. DJ, did you get one, Kurt?
DJ's been going.
Kurt, you got one.
I got one. I understood very little of what you said because I don't do economics or nothing. But,
nah, it wasn't even about economics. It was about just respect.
Yeah, I think whatever DJ Generation is doing right now is some sort of micromanaging or investing in this community right here. So it's much respect to him.
Nah, good looking out, DJ Generation 10 memberships. Empathy got a membership. Kurt got a membership. Voodoo got a membership.
What is your icon on here, bro? I'm looking at, was that like a paper clip with a coin in it, bro?
Nah, it's just a 3D model I've been working on.
Oh, I was like, what are you looking at?
Oh, that you're working on. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a mechanical system. It just slides left and right. It's hard to describe to you right here.
Yeah.
You gotta break that down for me. But yeah, bro, I mean, I think Stone got this summer. Like, this summer is going to be big. We talking about Jalen Green for the Rockets front office. They got to, like, you had the $60 million this past summer. I think they have about 30-something million if they want to this summer. I don't think that there's no excuses next year for sure, because for anybody. So, yeah, they just got to do it. And I think they know that. That's why I think they're going to be aggressive in the trade market, trying to get players to come help this team win immediately. And we'll see what they do. I'm curious to see, because I feel like if they really want the level of even some of the role players that are elite in the league, you may have to come off of some of your assets, whether it's a Brooklyn pick or a player, one of the 6 players. So. And I guarantee y'all, this is not what I want, but I guarantee you, bro, that if they came down to it, they would trade possibly anybody from the 6 to get, depending on what the level of player is. So that's just how it is in the NBA, bro. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting summer, but I do like that we are competitive this game. I saw some things that I haven't seen before. The weak side defense when Şengün was trapping the pick and roll with Fred. Jalen and Jabari and a couple guys were coming down, trying to contest, trying to stop the big man from rolling. Kind of fell off in the second half, but I'll take a half. That's a baby step because they ain't done it all year. So getting that out of them, and like I said, it's a back-to-back, so you expected them, their legs to get tired towards the end of the game. Shots stopped falling, and guys were missing short. I would have wished Coach Udoka had. I ain't gonna lie, with a bench Jabari. I ain't gonna hold y'all. This was not a good Jabari game. He was sick or whatever he had going on. Kawhi Leonard was cooking him, and you know what I mean. That's not a shot at Jabari's a young guy. Kawhi is a stud. I would have put him in. I know a man can't shoot, but we giving up buckets after bucket, bro. Like, you can't. They were hunting Jabari and Fred. Like, so you got to make a move. I would have put a man in for defensive purposes and just live with that. But, yeah, I mean, I would have benched Jabari. I think Jalen played good enough to stay in the game, especially but the late turnovers late, and Alp missing the free throws. Alp had a turnover. They couldn't get him the ball in the post. I don't know why we quit. As soon as the team front, it's curtains. We ain't got nobody to make an entry pass. Mm-hmm. We couldn't execute lay down a stretch. It was just ugly. And just goes to show the hierarchy issues, the offensive issues, over-relying on that same – you can't just post up Alp all game, bro. Like, if Fred can't get into the pick and roll with him, and the Clippers are doing a great job denying him the space to run that pick and roll. If he can't get into that, then we're pretty much cooked. That's why, once again, it goes back to who is the guy on your team you can give the ball to, and you're gonna get at least a good shot on the perimeter. We don't have that guy. That's really hard to win in the NBA without a guy that like you could just okay. Once again, I told y'all, Jamal Murray, that's the guy on the Denver. Jokic can't just post up all night. When it's go time, fourth quarter, last 2 minutes, they're going to start the playoff with Jokic getting on the block, but it's going to be a DHO to Jamal, and he going to cook. And we've seen him cook in big and small moments. Same thing with Fox and Sabonis. When Harden was with Embiid, a lot of times it'll be Harden just pick and roll maestro you to death. He's going to pop it to Embiid in the short roll, or he just attacking the basket. Maxey doing it now. You need another guy. There's no way we can win. And Jalen Green's supposed to be that guy. He's not there yet. So once again, he has to come back that guy, or they're going to have to go get that guy. And that's plain and simple. There's no way around that.
Facts. DJ Generation did a chat, super chat. He says, I'm late, but did y'all discuss the possible GMs we can get if we let Stone go? I haven't even really thought about it, truthfully. You know what I'm saying? I really haven't even thought about what GMs.
Wait, what did he say? Repeat that. We let Tari?
No. If we let Stone go, what possible GM we can get?
I like Mike. I'm gonna steal from Uncle Mike on Twitter. Shane Battier. I think that's a legacy pick. You can pick up a guy that played here. He was a consultant for the Heat in building their teams. Smart basketball mind, obviously. I don't know what he's doing right now in the league. I'm sure he's somewhere in the league, but last I know he was a consultant for the Miami Heat. I'm not sure if he wants to be a general manager, but I like players as GMs. I like agents and players for what you said, Space. Agents, they have the relationship and networking to get things done. Players, they understand the game and the aspects of team building. Most of the best GMs are either going to be agents or players. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There's a couple of outliers. I think Sam Presti was like a video guy or something on the Spurs, or like a assistant video court. I don't know what he was, but he was something like more on the technical side. Then he moved up to becoming a general manager, co-GM with I forgot who it was on the Spurs. Then he got his own shot at OKC.
Danny Ferry.
I like I like basketball guys. I don't think you can get a lawyer type. You know what I mean? I guess Daryl Morey would be an exception to that. He's not really like a former player or a guy that was involved in the basketball aspect of teams. He was more in the front office. But I think he's an exception because he's just he's a generational type of dude. That model is really hard to replicate. I think agents are good because, like I said, they network good. They can talk to people. Agents are usually people person, or at least they can game you up. So they can slick talk. They can interact. But yeah, I would say that's what we need.
Like, if you had to guess, Frank, what do you think the rest of the GMs think of Stone? Truthfully,
he's like a rookie. It's like asking what other players think about Jalen Green or Jabari. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, he's nice. They're gonna say nice things about them, but I think people underrate the value of experience in the field. It don't matter what you do, man. You could cut meat for a living, like I used to do. Mm-hmm. Your first year, it's not the same as your third year or your fifth year. Like by the time you get about 4, 5, 6 years in something, you start, you got intuition, you got understanding. You can sense things before they happen. A lot of your first, like when you start a new job, you learning on the fly. I feel like Stone learned a lot on the fly, and that's kind of what explains some of the bad decisions. I feel like he's probably gotten better, I would hope, over the years, and he may end up being a really good GM in the future. I don't know. But what I've seen, it just looks like somebody that's learning the job as they go. You know what I mean? And I'm sure other GMs see that. And it's like you said, they sharks, man. This is opportunistic. The NBA is a zero-sum game. There's a finite number of players in the league. Every team has a finite number of amount of money they can use. So by default, you're creating a competitive a situation where teams are going to try to take advantage of each other to gain an upper hand. So, yeah, of course, like if I'm a guy, I've been a GM 15 years, and here come this dude, and he's on this word. Yeah, I'm gonna take advantage of you, bro. Like I'm gonna game you up. I'm gonna talk sweet talk you. I'm gonna, you know what I mean. I'm gonna use my leverage on you. I know an agent you don't know. I'm cooler with the agent at Clutch or CAA. I know them. That's my dude. We go to the Bahamas every summer together. So I'm gonna tell him to tell his client don't do business with him. There's a lot of stuff that going behind closed doors y'all don't really think about, bro. What space we're talking about networking, that stuff is important.
Yeah, I agree, bro. It's just like he just don't have the resume to do it, and I don't think when you trying to rebuild, two things you got to get right: the coach and the GM. The picks are gonna be there because you purposely trying to tank. The picks are gonna be there, but you got to figure out who's gonna buy the groceries and who's gonna cook them. Because if you can just figure that out, all the rest is downhill. Just look at the Texans, for example. Yeah, Casario, he came in, but he was under Bill Belichick. He was under Bill. He knew certain people already off the rip. As soon as he came in, he just started, get on. It's to be out. Get out of here. You out. You out. You out. You out. You know what I'm saying? Now I got to get my coach. I'm the GM. I got to get my coach. And he went through three coaches, two coaches, I think, under him. Two coaches. Nah, you're not right. You're not right. He didn't care. He pulled the trigger. I'm gonna get one of them right. And I'm not gonna wait 3-4 years because I don't have that type of luxury of time. I gotta get this right quick. This is a rebuild. You gotta have urgency. As long as you sitting back, letting the flow go, we can burn a couple years here, but before you know it, you just knee deep in mediocrity, and you'll never get nowhere like that. It's you just building yourself more and more of a higher slope to get up. Be proactive. Get him out of here. Oh, he didn't look right. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Boom, 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 boom. I need this. Oh, now I got my coach. We're only 3 years into the rebuild. Now I got my coach. Now I can draft my quarterback. Boom. Now we are damn near instant success. Because proactivity it's like procrastination. The more and more you procrastinate, the more and more work you got ahead of yourself when it's time to get the job done. Start getting the job done. Start prepping. Start prepping. Just start doing everything. Like, yeah, I'm not winning now, but I'm prepping to get ready. You know what I'm saying? You don't just walk into the kitchen and just start cooking. You get the groceries, you wash them, you clean the meat, you cut the fat off, you do everything. You know what I'm saying? Keep you prepping. Now when it's time to cook, I'm cooking. You just don't sit around and wait. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a recipe. That's a recipe to stay mediocre. And he just
one thing I do hope. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Frank. Nah, I'm ranting right now. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say one thing I do hope is that him and Udoka are in alignment. I know I don't know, like to me, you think about the Harden decision. I know on Twitter a lot of the Rockets fans were like slobbing over James Harden coming back. That was an Ime Udoka decision that he didn't come back. So you arguing with Ime, you can't take the good of Ime and they say you want Harden. And I agree with him because not the basketball reasons or anything, but at the end of the day, if you're trying to build something from scratch, you bring in a personality like Harden, he's too good of a player. He's too big of a presence for you to say, I'm going to build my culture this way because it's going to be Harden's culture. Like he said, he's the system. So I know Stone wanted Harden. I think I don't know if y'all remember in the press conference when they asked him, "How do y'all get along?" He said, "We've already had some run-ins where we have to roll up our sleeves and get,
Yeah,
talk
the
it out."
gloves came
That
off.
was the James Harden thing, bro. That's the only thing that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
That was the James, and guess who won that? He made it.
Yeah.
So I hope they have alignment because you think about Maury and D'Antoni, they got to be alignment with the philosophy of the GM, the coach, and the players. And I think the reason that era of Rockets basketball was so elite and successful is Maury identified James Harden. He also saw that D'Antoni is a coach that does elite work with guards, and says, "I have an elite guard, I have an elite guard coach, and I have a philosophy in basketball that I want to apply that's different from everybody else in the league." And all three levels are bought in, and that's how you get success. I
Yeah.
mean, now obviously there's times where that talent on the court may outperform a GM or a bad coach. We've seen that. You think about Jordan and the Bulls, and you watch The Last Dance. You see how with the GM they didn't like each other. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, that GM, he knew what that team needed. Whether his personality wasn't there was still alignment. He went out and got Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
He
Traded for
got
Scottie
brought in Dennis
Pippen.
Rodman. Yeah,
Got
traded for
Dennis.
like
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman, had the right coach for Rodman. So even there, even though they had interpersonal conflicts, there was still alignment on the basketball. So that's what's most important. And the reason I'm saying this is we keep talking about this Shangoon build around this guy. I'm curious to know what does because we seen the article Kelly Iko. We know what Ime thinks a little bit. I'm not really sure if he's like fully transparent. I wonder how aligned on a basketball level they are about each, like what is their fundamental views of what is important in basketball. Because I see Stone, Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green is going to be our future. Ime, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what his view is. I think he's more pragmatic. He just goes with what he got. And then who's the player that you're gonna you can't have mismatches at all any of those levels. There's gonna be a bad build. So when we go forward this summer, I hope we choose a direction and everybody's on it. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like we gotta pick which, like pick something. Let's do it and let's see, bro. Like you saying the procrastination, just pick. Okay, Shangoon, all right, we doing it. Go get me some shooters. We got to get some like start building that team out. And guess what? If you cap out as a second round exit, that's what you cap out as. And guess what? Half the time with the James Harden thing, that's what they
That's
capped
what you're
out
gonna
as.
be at. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was fun time. Not saying it's bad to win. We always want to win a ring, but winning is fun too. Like it's okay to be a perennial playoff contender and have the hope as a fan base that this is the year. That's really like from Daryl Morey's philosophy. You want to give yourself every opportunity to get in the playoffs just so you have that percentage to win a chip. And the more
Yeah.
times you can put yourself in those positions, the higher chances you have to win a chip. You just got to get in the playoffs. So maybe you are second round. Maybe it's that one year, the team you playing in the second round, star player go down, and bang, now you're in the Western Conference Finals. Or you
Yep.
get a weak matchup, maybe a lower seed knock off your worst matchup. Now you in the Western. You know what I mean? That's how it
Yeah.
happens. So all this like we got to build the perfect, bro. Just pick something, bro. We see what we see. Let's go. Let's go get it. Let's go get the players.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's start moving things around, bro. We like this year once again. Like I'm not impatient, but 5 years is too damn much. Like after this summer, like, we get all this data points. Guys is gonna have to slide in where they go. If you're a young guy on the team, you're gonna be here for the future. If you're not that good, you're gonna play off the bench. And you're gonna make our bench one of the best benches in the world. We're gonna have the best bench in the NBA because we got all this talent off the bench.
Yeah.
If they bring in vets that are better than you, hey, they gonna start. This is who we start. And if you outplay a vet or a vet go down or something happen, you starting. And then we just gonna if you winning with us, that's how I gotta be next year, bro. To me, that's how I gotta be.
Yeah. It's time to get serious, bro. It is. DJ Generation with another super chat. DJ showing love. He says, "Damn Ghost, sports. I guess he say sports life philosophy along with sports takes now." Nah, man, it's just that's just how life is, and you can apply that to any aspect of your life, any aspect, from work to home, whatever, relationships, everything can. If you procrastinate and just wait around, you're never gonna get done. It's never gonna get done. Be just focused. Sometimes you gotta have that just laser focus to where I'm going out and I'm gonna get this done. And you find yourself in a better position than not. Then I would rather deal with people, even in my job, I would rather be dealing with people that's laser focused, this is what we're gonna do. Bam, 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 bam. Than having some guy like loafing like, oh, maybe we can do, and maybe we can do this, but maybe I'ma just see. No, you never get nothing done like that. Laser focus. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. You already know we're gonna need this. Bring this. You already know we're gonna probably run into this. Bring that just in case. Just like boom, 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 boom. Like, let's get this done. Let's get it done. Instead of relying on just some by happenstance. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we might get good. Or we might even, we might end up doing this job quick. No, bro, let's equip ourselves to get the job done, and let's focus and everybody on that same page. Let's go. And like Frank was saying, the coach, I think, for the most part, when you bring in a coach for you to have the most success, your star player have to be like-minded like the coach. So a two-way player it may need a two-way player, basically. That's why they wanted Mikal Bridges. He's a two-way player. And that's what Udoka is. Like, yeah, he probably wasn't the greatest, scheming of the basketball or the X's and O's. But he knows enough about offense and defense to where your star player is going to be able to execute what he wants. And everybody else is going to have to fall in line. Popovich with Tim Duncan. Same demeanor pretty much. He even ate up, used to get on Tim Duncan just to laser focus. You got to be focused. You got to be focused. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady. Laser, meticulous, focus. And everybody else is going to fall in line because this is our head of our ships. Both of them are the heads. We going to have to follow their lead. It's not going to be all of this running around loosey-goosey, going to strip clubs on overnight flights. And all. No, we ain't doing that. It's focus. And that's what Udoka need. He wants somebody, a Jimmy Butler type guy. He ain't got to be all NBA offensive and all that. He just got to be able to play defense hard-nosed and be able to execute the offense correct. This is what he wants. And Stone should see that, what type of dude M.A. is. You should be able to read the room. He shouldn't have to tell you exactly a name. You know what I'm saying? Bro, this is who I want. I need this type of archetype guy. This is who I want. This type of archetype guy. Now go get him. A Paul George or a Kawhi Leonard type of guy. And that's what M.A. need. So, time out for all this other stuff, bro. Frank, you got anything?
Nah, out of Hootie, I know the schedule gets a little easier. I think we got like Blazers and some random teams. So, hopefully we'll get some good games from all the guys. Love to see Jalen carry on. He's been having a pretty good post All-Star break per usual. He's been trying on defense. I just love to see more consistency. I actually like what I'm seeing from him. At this point, his shot selection is his biggest issue. And you just want to see that. I want to see how Şengün keeps this up. A lot of people are saying he was hurt during the stretch of games where he was struggling, and that he's healthy now. Definitely a difference in his game. He's back in his mid-range bag. I mean, the rebounding is back to where I didn't expect him to be dropping like 20 rebounds, but to me he should be above like easily 12. Like
12.
that's
Yeah.
yeah, bro. Like you the biggest dude on our team. We got a short team. Ain't no way you shouldn't be having like 12, 13 boards on a given night. And then the scoring, yeah, I like it. I think and then Fred got a shot back a little bit. Dylan kind of tripping right now with his shot. He's shooting 20-some% post All-Star break. The bench is really whittled down. The only reason Tate played today was because Jabari was in foul trouble. And then
And
yeah,
a back to back.
it's just crazy. It's funny that after the All-Star break, Coach Udoka said he's gonna make a change to the roster and look at his mirror, and what he did was bench Tate.
Oh man,
bench Tate, bro. I'm like, damn.
Hey, to be fair too though, we've been seeing less and less of Aaron Holiday. You know what I'm saying? So
said I'm gonna look in the mirror.
Bullock haven't even touched the court.
Oh, that's funny, bro. Like nobody saw that. I was like, he gotta be remember we thought he was a coach's pet. It just seemed like Email was just trying to meet his quota.
Yeah.
Damn, man, I'm benching this dude.
And he needed to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real talk. I don't know. I mean, I can't really fault Udoka. You know what I'm saying? Because he just don't have that guy. Like at least he got Şengün, but Şengün's still learning. You know what I'm saying? He's still not prime Şengün yet. That's scary because the dude is good. Is hella good right now. He's still not prime Şengün yet. He have no one in their prime like yet. Dylan, he CTE Dylan. You know what I'm saying? Fred VanVleet, he a little bit over his prime. He ain't prime Fred VanVleet no more. Jalen haven't reached his prime. Şengün haven't reached their prime. Jabari ain't reached their prime. Who's in the prime of their career right now? You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to win when you don't have players in their prime. Like, and we need a guy like that. Like you said, we need a guy that's in their prime or close to being in their prime. You can see it. It's like right around the corner. Like it's almost like, you know what I'm saying, Frank? Like we see it. And Şengün is getting there, but he's not. He's 22, bro. His prime is still like 4 years away.
4 years. A big man too.
Fred and Dylan are in their primes now.
Nah, but I don't think Dylan is prime. He's probably, maybe he is, but he's a role player.
Landale's in his prime, I think.
Nah, he probably is.
Bro, Landale, if the prime is
definitely his prime.
But his prime ain't.
Yeah, it's relative.
What is his prime? You know.
But you think about like the young players in the league that popped off. Like you think about like let's say Steph Curry when Steph was getting the Warriors were bad. He was on there. Him and Monte Ellis, right? And you see they have this makeshift roster around them. And one of the things that changed for the Warriors was they hired the coach, what's his
Kerr.
Steve Kerr. And the thing he did immediately was identify what direction the team went in. They took Draymond from being a role, just a peripheral player, made him the central part of their offense. That took them scot off. Steph won an MVP, championship finals, dynasty. You know what I mean? And same thing, you think about like, once you identify the player, whether it's John Moran or whoever it is on these young teams, and you're seeing it with Philly right now with Maxey, Paolo is going to be in Orlando. A good GM you start building. Like to me, you want to see a performance like this because now you know, okay, I got a spot to start in. We know what we need from a star player. It's going to be that what you talking about. We need a guy on the perimeter. I don't know who it is. Then what type of players do you need around that? Shooting, the defense. And that's how you start putting together the pieces. You could take this piece, turn it to that piece. Once again, this summer, I love watching the Rockets play, but I can't wait to get to this summer because I'm curious to see whether we draft or don't draft. Are they going to trade that pick? If we do draft, who are we drafting? And then what moves are they going to make to improve the roster this year? And then finally, what are our guys? What is their game plan for improving this year? I would love to say. Obviously, we'll talk about that more as it gets closer. But yeah, last thing I'm gonna say is just, I think the plane is out of reach, guys. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but we can still hold out hope. But if it's not in reach, then we just gotta just see what they can grow from incrementally. I like what I'm seeing though from the team these past few games. They just got to keep it up, and just keep going at it. And maybe you can get about 3-4 wins in a row, 5 wins, build something sustainable. The reason you don't tank the rest of this season, bro, like these 2 games we just had for Jalen and Şengün, it tell you something. You could tell the vibes in the fan base just off of 2 games, bro. For Şengün first, if they're shut, let's say they wanted to tank, you don't get games like this. So there's no throwaway games. Like these games matter. They matter to confidence. They matter to assessment of the players. So let's just finish the year off strong, and then the summer comes, then we gonna see what everybody has got a chance to perform. I would argue that Stone had a chance to perform this past summer, but this summer right now, that's on him, and he said that because he said the coach does the regular season, he working the off season. This is his NBA Finals for his career as a general manager, and we gonna see what he do. If he hits it out the park, then you guys, for me, y'all ain't gonna hear nothing. I call this as I sees it, but I swear, bro, if next year we in the same position and anybody come on this channel and start giving me that da 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 da, I'm gonna block you myself. That's what I'm gonna do. I ain't doing that. That's it. So yeah, that's all I got, bro.
Yeah, and I don't like that statement either. That Stone said, "Coach working out and doing the season, he work on the off season." Bro, you supposed to be working year round. What are you doing in the Bahamas? You know what I'm saying? This ain't vacation time. This is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. Establishing relationships with other teams. Even, hey, don't just call up a team when you need something. You know what I'm saying? Around trade deadline. Bro, why wouldn't you be friendly with other GMs? Y'all not, y'all competing, but y'all not on the floor. Like, it's cool for y'all to hang out. It's cool for y'all to go get lunch and brunch and go to each other's houses. And you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you got to do to build a relationship. He just seems so socially awkward. Like, I don't know if he got that, because you got to have charisma, bro. You got to be able to, man, I don't know. I'm going to lay off of Stone, bro, because I can go on another 30 minutes about Stone. So, yeah, bro, but I see some people in the chat saying 40 wins is still gettable. Even if we get 40 wins, I'm not sure if that'll still get us into the play-in. Maybe it'll get us a 10th seed or something, but what we win? What, 26 games now? So we need another 14 games out of 20? The way I don't know, that's a hard ask if you ask me. Anything can happen, though. Anything can happen. So I ain't gonna poo-poo on nobody parade if y'all still want to hope for the play-in. I do want to get into the play-in, but I ain't gonna rain on your parade. But it's looking dim. So we about to head out, man. Appreciate y'all, everybody, for coming up. Kurt, appreciate you for coming up, Kurt. Even though I gotta mess with you. DJ Generation, he sent another one. He said, if Rockets eke in the playoffs, what does it say? That we finally starting to come together. We could be, I say, the Phoenix Suns in 2020, when you seen it happening, like Book and them, all of them grew up, and they went like 8-0 in the bubble, but they just didn't make it. It'll be kind of that feel like, oh, they right there. Then the next year they made the moves, brought in CP3 and other players, more veteran players, and they actually started making noise from there. That's what I liken it to. Like the Suns bubble year. They started putting it together right at the end of the year. And then the next year they took off because they actually made the moves to get there. But appreciate everybody for coming out, man. Y'all hope y'all hit that like button. If you want to be a member, don't wait on DJ Generation to give them to you. It's in the link. The merchandise in the link. Link is in the description as well. Hope everybody keep tuning in. Me and Frank, we always appreciate it. We love you, man. CSGs, man. CSG.
CMB. CMB.
We all we got, baby.
Man, we all we got.
We all we got. I'm going to head out, man. Appreciate it. Till the next time, in between time, y'all take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here. Let's go, Houston Rockets.